Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today we're going to take a look at some of the stocks to watch this week. All of these companies will be reporting earnings this week, and in general the earnings season is kind of coming to a close now. This is kind of, I think, the last big major week with some big stocks really reporting earnings. Sure, going forward there'll be the odd kind of company reporting earnings, but I don't think there'll be enough big companies to carry on making this series going forward until next earnings season, which will be Q4 and will be around January 2021 time, which is kind of scary to think about at the same time. But yeah, I think this is going to be the last one in the series talking about stocks to watch this week, and which are reporting earnings until probably January time when we get towards the kind of Q4 side. But yeah, still some big decent earnings this week. Some of my companies once again reporting earnings as well, so hopefully this video saves you looking around at companies that are reporting earnings, saves you kind of 20 minutes looking around for every company you own and if they're reporting. So just for that, guys, and for the conclusion of this series of stocks to watch this week, if you could smash the like button, if you are new around here, please subscribe, and we'll take a look at some of the companies that are reporting earnings this week. So we'll start with the UK front and then we'll move across to the US front. So on the UK front, it's probably a bit busier actually than the US front actually this time round. There's a couple of airlines reporting earnings. There's EasyJet reporting earnings, which I know some of you guys are into that one, especially after the recent dip. Personally, I was a shareholder at one point of EasyJet, and I think some of you guys are still holding your shares in that one. So yeah, we've got EasyJet reporting earnings, we've got Halfords reporting earnings, we've got a company called Halma reporting earnings. I always don't know how to say that one, I hope I said it right. But I know some of you guys I think are a fan of that one, so that's reporting earnings. We've got Imperial Brands reporting earnings. One of my companies that I'm reporting that is reporting earnings, so Jet2, or better known as recently known as Dark Group, finally changed its name to Jet2, so they are reporting earnings. Obviously a company I own, a company that's done very well for me. Obviously I'm up something like 70% or something on that one right now, and yeah, I mean, it's just a case of how much cash they're burning through. That is unfortunately what it's going to be, and unfortunately when you're in this scenario and you've been on such a good run, the only thing I do see unfortunately for Jet2 is negative news, and we might finally have a pullback in this one with it being on such a good run. So we'll see what happens with Jet2 earnings, and like I said, the key thing is just to see the balance sheet and also how much cash they're burning through and everything like that. So yeah, that's kind of the big one on the UK front from my point of view. And then we've got Sage Group. I know some of you guys have been buying into that one recently. It's a company that I've been looking into as well. I've not yet done a full deep dive into the company, but from what I've seen, I think there's just one or two things that just aren't there for me on that one, and I think that's why I've never took it actually any further. But some of you guys I know like this company, so they are reporting earnings. We've got TalkTalk, we've got Vodafone. So overall, those are some of the big major earnings from the UK front. Like I say, some big names there. We'll see what happens, especially on probably the EasyJet front for me, and probably obviously the Jet2 front, not being a shareholder, and being Jet2 being one of my biggest UK holdings. Obviously that it will be very important to me how that one does. Then we move across to the US front. So on the US front, we've got some big names reporting earnings. First of all, on the Monday, JD.com, one of the companies that I currently own, one of my biggest Chinese positions. They are currently reporting earnings. They normally smash it, so I've got confidence in them, so we'll see what happens. Tyson Foods, don't currently have shares in that one, but maybe some of you guys do. So those are probably the two big ones for me on the Monday open. And then we go to the close on Monday, which is a big name on here that I think you might have been able to see. We've got Baidu reporting earnings, Smile Direct Club that are reporting earnings, IQIYI, I think that some of you guys might have that one, a bit of a big Chinese company. And then Monday after the close, Gang. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. I think for you guys might want me to go in a little bit of detail here about this one, because obviously I'm a big fan of this one. It is one of my bigger holdings in the stock market really, and overall, I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I've looked at what the analysts are predicting. I think revenue probably will be about right, what they're saying. I'm hoping, and I don't want to jinx it, I'm touching wood right now, but when I've looked at the forecast on EPS, they've pretty much forecast flat EPS. Now I am hoping they beat that, because I think last time you think about the IPO cost, you look at probably what deals have had recently. I mean, some of them don't come into effect until Q4, but you think about the NFL coming back and everything like that. I am hoping to beat that EPS. That's the one thing I am really hopeful on. So we'll see what happens on Monday. I'm sure it'll move off earnings. You know, it's a small market cap, growth company earnings. It could move a bit. So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of negativity at the moment after that Q2 report. So we'll see what happens here with Q3. But the thing is, I don't know if I want it to do well because I want to carry on buying shares. But I'm still at the same time wanting to see some positive news out of the company. Even though there's been plenty. I mean, just signed another deal on Thursday, I think it was. So yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure on what really with gang. I just know I'll be there. I'll be waiting for the earnings to come out, and I'll be tuning into that conference call at like 9 o'clock or 9 p.m. when it comes out for me in UK time. So yeah, big one. Then Tuesday we've got Walmart. We've got a lot more of the retail names coming out. So we've got Walmart coming out, Home Depot coming out, C Group. I can't remember if that's the full name of it. C Group, C Limited. But anyway, they're a company that I know a lot of you guys have been a big fan of and want me to look into. So I know there's a lot of interest in that one. We've got Coles, so another retail, and then probably one big name for a few of you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been really getting into this one is Neo, reporting after the close on Tuesday. I think they will do well. The problem is it's priced to perfection, so it has to do really, really well. But yeah, I think they will do well. And I would guess if I was going to guess, I do expect Neo to smash earnings. So that's where I probably guess. That's where I put my money on that one. But like I say, it is priced to perfection, which you've got to be careful of. Wednesday, we've got Target, Lowe's, you know, them retail names coming in. And then after the close, probably Nvidia. That's always one I do love to check out. I like Nvidia. Billy, I'm a big fan of them guys as well, another Chinese company. And then on the Thursday, we got Macy's, Canadian Solar. I know some of you guys have been playing that one as your solar plays at the moment. So I think that one will definitely be big for some of you guys. And yeah, Thursday after close, there's not too many big names for me Thursday after the close. But then on Friday, I know some of you guys play Foot Locker, had decent run recently, got a little bit of a dividend on that one. So yeah, I think Foot Locker is probably a big one for some of you guys out there. But yeah, overall, definitely some big names still out here for me and some of you guys. I mean, on the UK front, Jet2 for sure is one that will definitely matter a lot to me. JD.com, massive position of mine. So I'll definitely be checking them out. Gang, so that's another one. I will definitely be checking out Walmart and Home Depot and Neo. Those are companies I'll definitely be checking out. Nvidia as well. I'll definitely check them out. I always check them out. So yeah, there's still like 4 or 5 big companies that I'll be seeing how they do in earnings. And obviously I've got 3 companies myself out on this list that will be reporting earnings that are decent positions as well in my portfolio. So yeah, I mean, overall Monday's definitely the big day for me, you know, JD and Gang in the same day. But yeah, overall definitely still some big names here. Like I say, I think this will probably be the last one for a few months until we get back ramping up into earnings season, unless there's such a demand to carry this series on like I normally do it on a Sunday or a Monday, talk about the earnings that are coming up this week. So yeah, I mean, I hope you found that useful. Hopefully it saved you like, you know, 20-30 minutes searching around the internet if your companies are reporting earnings. That's why I do this series anyway. So if I did save you some time, you know, smash that like button. That's all I ask in return. You guys that are new around here and it brought you some useful information, all I ask for is if you can subscribe. That would be much appreciated. And I will see you on Tuesday, where I will either be talking about Gang earnings, or that might, if it moves, or it might be a Wednesday. And I've also bought a new gaming stock, which I will reveal later this week. So if you do want to keep up to date when I am buying or selling stocks, the place is the Patrons group. Link is in the description. But apart from that, I'll see you on the next video. And smash that like button, and I'll see you on the next one.